Hey everyone, welcome back to Two Nerds and a Podcast. And today we are going with the wind
Yep.
because we don't know what to talk about.
We're gonna have a good old yap session.
A yap session.
Yeah. So I have a random thought. This is why before we started recording, I told Casey maybe we can just go with the win. So I I don't know about y'all, but I have conversations with myself or imaginary scenarios with myself all the
Yeah,
time,
same.
especially when I'm commuting to work because that's like 20 minutes of just me in the car by myself. But I've always been that kind of person who always says, like, I listen to whatever. Like, I don't have a dedicated, like, genre of music that I listen to. And so I was trying to think, like, if I was to talk to, like, a stranger, how would I describe my music taste in, like, within 3 bands? And I think my answer at this point in time would be AC/DC, Bad Omens, and One Republic. Like, that's my range of music.
Okay, I can see that. I could see that.
So I was wondering what yours would be.
That's difficult.
Because you listen to a wide range within one genre. You don't listen
Yes.
to a wide variety of genres like I do. So that's why I was curious to see what yours was.
Mm, I would say, well, Poppy is for sure in there.
Oh
But
yeah,
Poppy counts, I feel like Poppy counts as like both like pop and metal. So, but
for
I'd be
sure.
like, okay. Poppy. I'll also say Bad Omens, and then
Mhm.
I'll say My Chemical Romance too, because I also like sad emo
Um
music.
yeah, that's fair.
Also, can I just say, since we're just chit-chatting today, and this
Mhm.
is also music related, um, the first announcement of the Warped Tour lineup came out today, and
Ooh!
it was
What do we got?
4 bands. That's all they gave us, 4 bands.
For the weekend. That's out of the whole weekend
No,
of people
so that's
playing.
all they announced so far,
Yeah.
and I'm
Isn't
like,
that in, like, July?
yeah, and I'm like, why wouldn't okay, first
It's
off,
already sold
stop
out too,
breadcrumbing
right?
me. Um, I I believe they're all sold out.
Yeah. So just release the
Um,
lineup.
exactly, like, we've already bought the tickets.
Yeah.
Um,
And nobody else gets to go, so this is where you wanna show, like, "Hey, this is what you're missing."
yeah, so, let me see. To be fair, okay, so there's I'm sorry, 5 bands, and
Hmm.
only 2 of them I know.
Oh,
The first one is
no.
pretty fun, though, because it's Bowling for Soup.
Mhm.
So that I thought was pretty cool. I was like, "Okay, I could see that. That might be worth it." Um,
Is this
Miss
the
May
list?
I,
Okay. That's a good one.
Chandler Layton? Leighton?
That sounds
Don't know who that is.
familiar.
Dance Hall Crashers and Pennywise, which I think I might know, but I'm not sure. So that's all we get so far. Um,
Mhm.
the lineup, I mean, there's a lot of names on there, so I hope they don't release 4 at a time
Unless they
because
release 4 at a time every day.
yeah, exactly. I'm really hoping that 303 can make their comeback to Warp Tour. Because
That's
I
a
love
classic Warp
303.
Tour.
Yeah, and they were at the last Warp Tour that I went to, and I love them. And that would be worth it alone. That'd be worth the I don't even know how much I paid for them.
It's funny. Speaking of Warp Tour, so one of my favorite bands is Simple Plan, and I saw something Warp Tour related pop up on their Instagram today, and I went and looked at it. Apparently, they're going to be at the Warp Tour show in DC.
What?
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So I kind of hope they're also not that I'm going because I didn't have any money when tickets came out, so I didn't buy any tickets. But it would be pretty cool if they came to the California
Yeah, I'm
shows.
hoping, like, some of the, like, OG, um, like, Warped Tour bands are on there. I was looking
Mhm.
at the lineup from the one I went to, which was in 2017, and I
Uh-huh.
didn't even realize Bad Omens was there. Um,
Wow!
yeah,
That's crazy.
that was probably when Noah had long hair.
Yeah, when he was just a little bean.
But yeah, if they keep, like, like, if they although it's, like, hard to now because, like, a lot of the like, Bad Omens obviously is, like, a lot bigger now
Mhm.
than they were when Warped Tour was going on. I am interested to see. It is one of the many places I will be going this year. Also, so Jamie came over to my store the other day,
Yeah. Mhm.
and we were
Uh-huh.
sitting there,
Excellent.
and I was on the phone with a customer, and she puts a note on my desk that says, "You need March 13th off." And I get off the phone with the customer, and she's like, "I bought us tickets to go see" I don't even know who it is. What is it? I know it's okay,
I
so the
don't know.
reason we're going is
Jamie
because
is
we're
on a roll.
oh, she I was like, "Girl,
She's just like a concert fiend.
I left you alone for 5 minutes, like, what do you mean?"
That's
Kill
that's
switch
honestly too
engaged
long
is
to
the whoa, whoa, whoa. Um,
And who like, have you listened to any of their music?
I've listened to one song by them, but
Okay.
we wanna go see Kubla Khan, which is opening for
Mm.
them, because
Um.
yeah, I don't
Mhm.
know if you are familiar with them, but their vocalist, by the
Mhm.
way, multi-talented man. He's a metal vocalist, he has a tattoo business, he is a barber,
Oh,
he has a YouTube channel, um,
we love
beautiful
YouTube
man.
channels.
He does this, like, most insane bark,
Okay,
when he
I think other Jamie and I had talked about this before
yeah,
because we were talking about
it's
Noah
beautiful.
barking.
Yeah, it's listen, the barking, I listen, it's a lot for me to
Yeah.
handle all at one
Mhm.
time, but if you ever would just wanna, like, go through a rabbit hole, just look it up on you or on, like, TikTok, and people will post videos of him barking, and it's amazing, and so that's why we're going.
That's excellent. That honestly, I kinda love going to concerts for the opening band because a lot of people aren't there for the opening bands most of the time. So,
Mhm.
you get, like, your own little private concert, and it's great, and then you can just kinda, like, hang out for the actual concert, and then dip out early before everybody else does.
Like, yeah. So that'll be my first concert of the year. It was gonna be Poppy, but then she bought those,
And
tickets.
Poppy's closer to your birthday, right?
Yeah,
It's,
Poppy is
like,
the
the week of
week
your
of my
birthday?
birthday. I can't
Excellent.
wait. I love Poppy.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Ugh, I
I'm
can't wait.
excited. I'm
I'm
also,
very
in the
excited.
vein
This year,
of
I've already
Poppy. Yes, continue your thought. Sorry, I
no,
didn't
you
mean
go
to
ahead.
interrupt. Okay.
You're
I
go
was just gonna say I was gonna say in the same vein as Poppy and concerts and things, Bad Omens just finished their Australian tour thing. That was their big thing they were hinting at this year, and Noah teased the fact that there was gonna be new music soon, so I really hope it's this year.
Me too. That would be wonderful. Um, please, and then give me another tour, and I
Mhm.
will see them for the 4th time. I don't care.
Yep, you, me, and Jamie, we all gotta go.
Yeah. I also would, like, Bring Me the Horizon to go on tour. That'd be really cool.
Mhm.
Bigger, little Ollie Sykes with his little British
He's
accent.
so cute.
He is so adorable, and then he just, like, screams, and I'm just like, "I love you so much." It's just,
Yeah.
like, it throws me off every time, um, that he's British, and it's just like, "How
Yes, I
how are
forget
you such a little
frequently.
cutie patootie? What are you doing there?"
He's so cute. And Noah
Ugh.
actually, the same thing happens with Noah when, like, because when you see him in his normal Bad Omens aesthetic, he's in all black, he's got tattoos everywhere, and most of the time he looks dead serious. And then I get recommended little like clip videos of him just being like a silly little goofy boy on stage. He'll just be like flossing on stage, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" Or he'll do a little
uh,
like hop and a skip, and I'm like, "Are you not scary metal man or what?"
yeah, or like when he used to do live streams.
Ah, I
I'm
love
like,
the clips of his live
he's just a
streams.
big nerd and a big old weeb, and I love that.
You know what I realized the other day when I was looking at something tattoo related? He's such a big weeb. He's got a Naruto tattoo on his finger. Like, you're such a weeb.
We love a
But
good
honestly,
weeb.
like, same.
I also, speaking of being a weeb, I I was talking to my coworkers the other day because one time a customer called me a thug, and I just
Because
think
of the
it's
tattoos.
hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's really funny because like I'm like pretty heavily tattooed, so people just like assume think, but like if you took 5 seconds to look at my tattoos, you would be like, oh, okay, she's just a fucking nerd, like that's just all it is. Um, And it's, like, also I feel like people are intimidated because like, I have my hands tattooed, but they literally say baby doll.
Yeah, and you're
Um,
tall. I think, like, people are not like, people see you and you're tattooed, you've got really colored hair, beautiful colored hair. Your makeup is normally done to the nines, like
yeah.
99.9% of your life. So they just see big dommy mommy energy and don't know what to do with it. And they realize, like, if they took 2 seconds to look at you, that you're just a girl
I'm just a
who's a
girl.
giant, you're just a girl who's a nerd
Yeah,
to her
I'm just a
core.
nerdy girl, I can't help it.
Yeah, you're
Um,
just girly
I
pop.
love me I love me some good trinkets, okay?
Yeah.
Um, and I can't wait for my Gojo trinket.
Yes. Okay. So we'll tell the podcast about that because if you don't follow me on Instagram, I am obsessed with buying. Can only. I'm so sad. I can only find them at Miniso now. I can't find them anywhere else. But they're
What?
tiny. Yeah, I used to be able. The first one I ever bought was from Target. They are little blind bags for JJK, but I really the character selection on them is really good. Like I like all the possible characters, and I like the style. I like that they're tiny. I've started. My desk at home very much looks like Casey's desk at work, where it's just full of various anime men that are
Yeah,
staring at me while I do all of my work. But
absolutely.
the first one I ever opened was Nanami, and I was very happy because I love Nanami. And then the second one I opened was Gojo, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then the
They're
third one
friends.
I opened was Gojo. And then I just got another one. The fourth one was also Gojo. So I have officially hit my first repeat. Like at least the first two Gojos were different. One of them, his blue peepers are out. The other one, he's got the blindfold
Oh,
on, and he looks
yeah, yeah,
way
yeah.
too cool. But yeah, so I got a fourth Gojo, and I'm probably one of the very few women in the entire universe that is like, gosh dang it, I did not want Gojo.
Me, I'm like, I love Gojo. See, I love like that's why I love having a desk at work because
hmm
if I get duplicates, then I can just put them my desk at work is actually out of control right now. Because
Um,
I put all my trinkets up there and I have my Shohei Otani baseball card up there. Um, yeah, people probably are like, what child is working here?
yeah, but honestly, that means most of the time people will leave your desk alone and they won't sit at it because there's
Most of the
tiny
time, except for my
anime
coworkers,
men
every time I come back, my toys are, like, upside down,
at
and
different places. Yeah.
the people are on top of each other, and I'm like, "What is happening? Leave my all of my husbands alone on my desk, okay?"
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because Five Below honestly is. my favorite place to look for tiny anime men.
Me too.
Because like that's where all my One Piece ones that I have. So I have Zoro, Sanji, and Chopper from One Piece. That's where they came from. They're actually technically some variation of like they're an actual Funko, but it's like a different style than the normal Funko. But those were from Five Below. I don't know if you've ever seen the like themed rubber ducks,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but I found Joel from The Last of Us at Five Below. And then I found Ellie off of Amazon, so I have a Joel and an Ellie. And then I have my two Gojos and my Nanami, and I actually have a Megumi lookup figure, but I think it's a knockoff one. I don't think it's an actual one because his eyes don't look quite correct. But to be fair, he was $8 off of Walmart's website, so I'm not exactly mad about it. So,
Yeah. No,
because
Five
those like,
Below has like great
oh
trinkets. Like
yeah,
they're they always have like the best keychain, like the best like Funko keychains there.
that's where I found your husband.
Exactly. And my wife, Mercy,
Yes.
two for one there.
Yep.
Um yeah, Five Below was like the best. It's like dangerous going into Five Below. And then like their candy is like crazy. Um, I love like when I go to lunch sometimes I'll go first I hit up the Dollar Tree because they just put this
Oh.
Dollar Tree up over here. So it's like
Uh-huh.
brand spanking new and it's like a big Dollar Tree. Um
Mm.
and I come back with like a bag full of snacks and then I go to Five Below and I also find crazy snacks there. Oh, also, speaking of Five Below, I found these two really cool books there for $5.
Mhm.
Um I don't know if you've ever looked at their books there, but they have actually some really good ones.
Yeah, they have a
Um,
lot of good coloring books too. Like not kid coloring book. I mean, they do have kid coloring books, but like adult coloring books, like they have really good themes, a lot of licensed stuff.
yeah. So I got a book that was Alien Encounters,
Mhm.
and then I bought like this. It's a really big book, but it's really cool. It's hardcovered, and it's like it says Children's Encyclopedia to the Unexplained.
Oh, that's
So it
cool.
talks about it talks about aliens and what else?
Other
Uh
cryptids.
something else. There was something else it talks about. Like paranormal ghosts, obviously. Um
Mm.
like let me see.
It's kind of interesting that there was a kids, like it's for kids.
Yeah, I thought it was super cool because I was like, that's really funny. Oh, so it talks about ghost, UFOs, aliens, Atlantis, and Bigfoot.
Atlantis. Oh,
Yeah,
I love discussing Atlantis.
yeah, it's so cool, and it's like it's this children's encyclopedia of unexplained mysteries, and it's like hardcovered.
Mhm.
Five Below, you got me on this one.
Yeah, Five Below is a really good place if you're like looking for something, but not anything too specific. Like if I go, I like when I was, what was I looking at? Oh, I think it was for Christmas. I was like, I need to find Casey something for Christmas. And I was actually on the website, not in the store, because I was looking for another Joel to give to one of my friends. And I couldn't find any in the store. The one I found in Oklahoma randomly, and there was one. Um, so I was perusing, and the itty bitty Funkos, like the really tiny ones, like Polly Pocket sized ones,
Oh, I
those
love those
came up
ones.
like under the recommended, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I got Casey a couple of those, and it like even their website is really good at just like kicking you stuff that you're like, oh yeah, I was looking for something in that theme or that color or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I also just love browsing.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
it's
dangerous
like
in there.
it is dangerous in there. Um, especially like alone. Alone is real dangerous.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um
Honestly, for me, going in there with friends is really dangerous.
oh yeah, when me and Jamie go in there, like our one brain cell connects together and it's like
Mhm.
really scary.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember I went in with my friends Brooke and Lauren, and we were just because we were near it, so we were like, "Well, let's go in. We might as well." And that's when I came out with 3 Funko figures from One Piece. I was like, I wasn't
I
planning to
was
spend
not
any
expecting this.
money, let alone $15.
Oh, I know. That's how they get you. That's how they
Yeah,
get you.
but their candy selection is really good too. Like they have a lot of old time candy that you can't find anywhere else.
And they have a lot of crazy candy too. I got
Yeah,
um they had a
Sukuna's
sour punch
finger
straw.
haunted me for a long time at my Five Below. They had a they had a gummy Sukuna finger, and I was like, I like that's cool, but I'm not buying it. And it
Oh
like
my
every
gosh, have
time I
you
went, yeah,
and their gummy section is insane. I don't know if you've like looked at like
yeah,
some of the they have like gummy like bologna and I'm like, that's
yeah.
crazy.
I also love their individual candy selection too. Like you can buy a
Yeah.
bag full of 25-cent piece gum or whatever.
Yeah. They have a yeah, their candy selection is insane. I did get last time I was there, I got sour punch straws. They had a pickle roulette.
Ew.
So like there was 4 flavors. There was watermelon, apple, I think lemon, lime, and then pickle. And they're all green.
Oh.
Um,
I thought
so
it
I
was
made
like
me
different pickled flavored ones. Like they were
no,
each a
it's just
pickle
one pickle
flavored.
flavored, but you don't know which one it
Mm.
is. So I made my
Okay.
coworkers all do it with me.
Who got the pickle?
Actually, we all got the pickle at one point. And it wasn't really even that bad. Like it just tasted like
Like a gummy pickle.
s- yeah, like a gummy. Yeah, basically.
I kind of like Five Belows also really good if you're ever looking for like the bean boozled beans.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to not only have like the small pack, but they tend to have like the big. I always think of the YouTuber Kelsey Dangerous because she does like a bean per so many subscribers when she's streaming. But it's like a big like plastic container that has like I don't know 400 beans in it, and it randomly pushes out one to you when you hit the thing. So they tend to have stuff like that there too,
Yeah, Five Below is the goat.
for sure. Especially if you're looking for like giftable stuff. Like I love like Dollar Tree and stuff like that, but if you're looking especially like for kids or for people like Casey and I, um licensed like actual licensed things like they had Snoopy and Hello Kitty. They have JJK stuff, One Piece, bunch of anime. They've had Garfield stuff, Barbie. So,
Yeah,
a lot
they
of
got it
different
all.
variety. Ready for this cold to go away.
Dude, I feel like I've been sick for the last 2 months.
I think you have cuz you were sick when you came out
Yeah.
here for Universal.
Yeah, so I think what happened was I'm piecing it together. I think I might have had like strep throat after I left Universal because then I got the
Mm.
flu and that damn near killed me. Okay, I was so look, I'm already dramatic, so like when
Mhm.
I get sick, it's but I felt like I woke up. This is so gross, but I woke up in like a soaking pile of my own
Mm.
sweat.
Yeah.
And I was like, "This is terrible." And then it lasted for, like, 2 weeks, and then,
Oh
like, I
man.
still my sinuses are still, like well, it's also been, like, super windy where I live,
The
which I
wind
don't think
literally is
helps.
the worst.
Yeah, it's the wind has been giving me the most insane sinus problems, the most insane headaches every day. I'm over it.
Yeah, I it was funny because I had a cold like earlier in December, and then that went away, and I'm like, okay, and then it kind of like it never fully went away, and then literally last week I went to an inventory at another store, and I could the morning of I could feel it in my throat, and I'm like, great. Literally the next day felt like I got hit by a freight train. Like
Ugh, that's the
was like
worst.
Absolutely. I'm like, "No, I canceled my dentist. I called out of work." Casey, this is literally like the third time since I've been with this company that I've ever called out sick.
That's crazy.
Like I would sleep for 5 hours, get up for an hour or 2 and then go back to bed. And I remember like the sweat thing. I remember literally trying to go to sleep and I was shivering like I was cold, but my
But you're
like I was
sweating?
so hot on the inside. Like I felt like a fireball on the inside, but my body's like, "Oh my god, you're freezing." I'm like, "No, I'm not." The worst.
Yeah. I that is the one thing I do hate about the winter time is that it is miserable. Everybody is sick, everybody spreads their cooties.
Mhm.
Everybody like we've all just been spreading our sickness around the office because there's only like four of us and we all work in
Yeah.
close proximities. So like if one person's sick, we're all sick.
Yep. It means it's everybody and you're like, "Gosh, dang it."
Me and everybody else, we got this. Oh, I did want to see how you felt about Joe Keery's new song.
I
I don't even
honestly
know how to pronounce his
I haven't
band
listened
name.
to it.
D
I don't know.
Djo? Djo? I don't
Is
know,
it
but I really
I
wanna see
I don't know.
them.
Yeah, I saw Jamie put herself on the, in the email list
Ugh,
for
I
their,
love Joe Keery.
yeah, I actually haven't listened to his new one. Is it, like, new, like
Yeah, it just came out, like, 2 days ago,
oh,
and he's gonna be putting an
Basic Being
album out.
Basic?
Yeah, I love him.
I like that, like, the world kinda found out at the same time that he had this band.
Right, everybody was like, "The song is so good. Who is this?" And it's like,
Yeah.
"Steve? What are you doing here?
Steve from Stranger
What
Things.
are you doing, Steve?" Yeah, I would love to see him. Me and Jamie were gonna sign up. Well, she signed up for the wait list thing. And it would be nice to go, because I love Steve and I love him and I
I
love
just
him.
hate that he picked Phoenix.
Yeah,
Like,
Phoenix is,
I don't have a
not a
good
good location.
time with Phoenix.
Phoenix.
I just Me and Phoenix are just not we're not friends, my dudes.
Also,
Like, I
if,
just
like, because it's on the 19th, I would be going, which is I think is a Saturday, so I would be
Mhm.
driving to Phoenix to go there, driving back, and then, like, 2 days later, driving back to Phoenix to go see Poppy.
Oh, too bad they weren't even a bit closer because then you could just, like, get a
I
hotel.
know. Or like, I've done that before. I went like 2 years ago when I saw Avenged
Yeah.
Sevenfold and then I saw Bad Omens. Like, I'm getting a little bit older now, but I could still do it.
Yeah, I also
Anything for
hate,
a
like,
concert.
his 2 California locations are Oakland and Indio, which I'm like, we couldn't do an Anaheim or in LA. We could do something a little closer than either of those.
I wonder what kind of venue he's gonna be playing at. I love him.
Um,
I love Steve.
well, in Indio, he's playing at a polo club.
What? Oh, I guess I could probably
Yeah,
look.
Empire Polo Club. His new song is a lot more like I don't know. To be fair, I haven't listened to pretty much any other song besides the TikTok famous one.
Mhm.
Um, but it's very kind of almost like pop-ish, like
Yeah,
bubblegum poppy.
it's kind of fun. It's kind of funky and fresh.
Yeah. I also think in this song you can definitely hear more of like the Steve-ness in his voice.
I love Steve.
Cause like I feel like in his other song, that's why like nobody really realized it was him because it doesn't really sound like him.
No, it does not.
But I don't know if it's because we know what his singing voice sounds like now that it sounds more like him, or if it's the way he's singing in this song.
Ugh. Either way, I love Steve. Team Steve, team babysitter.
Yes, we love the mom of the group.
I was like trying to explain to my coworker who's never seen Stranger Things. I'm like, it's Steve. He was like, I don't know who Steve is. And I was like, it's Steve.
What
Steve
do you
Harrington.
mean?
What do you mean?
He's got an album releasing 3 days after my birthday.
Oh my gosh. Love him.
That's so exciting. April is gonna be a very exciting, but also simultaneously devastating month because The Last of Us comes out in April,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm
Yeah, it
excited
does.
for. Devastated. Um, Steve is coming out with a new album. That's exciting. My birthday, Pedro's birthday. I feel like there's something else. I think it was another Pedro project called Freaky Tales. I think that comes out in April. And I don't know if it is coming to theaters or if it's coming to streaming. I feel like it might be a
Possibly. Maybe.
but a lot of very exciting things in April. Also,
Yes.
we're gonna have to go to the Universal Studios. What do they call it? Fan days, fan festival, something or
Oh, yeah.
other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, they still haven't really released much of what's actually going to be happening, like what's going to be at this event. So I'm excited. I just know there's going to be something JJK related and something One Piece related.
Which
So
we're
that'll
here
be
for.
yes, we love to see it. What else? Oh, I think the new Jurassic World series comes out. Is it this summer? Now I have
What?
to
I
Google.
didn't even know that.
Yes, Jurassic. They keep because the only reason I've been keeping track is because the one guy from Bridgerton, and also many of you might know him from the Wicked movie. He plays Fiero. He's gonna be the main man.
Oh, in the Jurassic World?
So I am very excited. Jurassic World Rebirth is the new one, and it is due to release July 2nd of this year. So it has
Oh,
Scarlett Johansson in it, so I'm excited to see her in something now that she's had her baby and is back to work.
oh my god.
Jonathan Bailey is the one from Bridgerton. He's very beautiful. They've given like sneak previews of what he looks like in this movie, and it's giving Indiana Jones, which I'm here for. Very hot Indiana Jones. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. A lot of good things this year, for sure.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? I can't think
I
of
mean, I
anything
pretty
else.
much yapped all the things recently in my life.
Did you ever start your anime, the toilet
I
one?
did, and it's really cute so far.
Good.
There's only 2 episodes, but I love it. I think it's very underrated, and everybody should watch it.
What's it called again?
Toilet Bound Hanako-kun.
I can never remember the Hanako-kun part. I was like, I know.
TBHK.
Yes, so good. I'm glad you started that. I'm very excited. In One Piece, I have collected the last member of Luffy's crew. I got to meet Brook, which is the skeleton man.
What?
Um,
You're
yeah,
making
so
progress.
make a progress. I know I am nearing the time skip, which will be really interesting. But um, honestly, this arc is called Thriller Bark. Definitely one of the best arcs so far. Um, Casey, I think if you, for whatever reason, if you ever watch One Piece, I think you will enjoy because it's kind of on the spookier side. We're dealing with zombies and ghosts and people stealing shadows. So it's very fun and very spooky, which is a good time.
Only it took you how many episodes to get into that part?
340.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll get on that. Maybe in 3 years I'll get there.
Yeah. I'll just listen when because they're gonna start. I don't know when they're gonna start releasing the newly animated stuff, but you can just hop on the train when the newly animated stuff
Yeah,
comes in.
when they shorten
I'm
it.
Yeah, I'm already too far in to like just be like, oh, I'll just wait because like now I'm getting to the point where it's really good, so now I can't stop slash
Yeah,
won't
you have to
stop
keep going.
watching. Yeah. And then also my friend Joe surpassed me, which is funny because he started his One Piece journey like 6 months after I started mine, and he's blasted past me, and he's like, I need you to catch up, and I'm like, Joe, I understand that you can watch anime while you're at work. I can't, so I'm never
Like, there's
gonna
a
like
difference.
yeah, I'm never gonna like be that fast. But it is very nice because now I just text him and Wyatt and Diego um whatever like I find funny or whatever part I'm at. So now I have like multiple people who know what I'm talking about. So that's the one exciting thing because before I couldn't talk about it with Joe because I was afraid of spoiling things because he
Oh,
and I
yeah,
are
yeah.
the same with spoilers where we don't want them. So now he has to watch his mouth about spoiling it for me. But it's a good time. We love it here. Very excited for future anime. Also, the JJK movie is coming out in was it May? I think
That's a good
it's
question.
soonish. It's soonish. So I'm excited to see what they do with that because I obviously don't read the manga, so I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's here in the future. But a lot of people are already dead, so I'm not sure how it could be any more devastating, but I'm sure they'll find a way.
They get more dead.
Ugh, they're dead, dead. They're
Dead, dead.
Winchester dead. But yeah, I think that's all we have for you guys today. Just a little True Blue Yap sesh. Let us know what you're currently enjoying, what you're currently watching, and if you had to pick 3 bands to represent your music taste, what would they be? Leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to buy your official Two Nerds and a Podcast sticker over on the Etsy store. Follow us on all the social media, and we will see you guys in the next episode. So, bye!
Bye.